September 21st, 2014, from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It was the Houston Texans at the New York Giants. And what a game this was. Neither team scored in the first quarter. The first quarter was all defense. Eli threw an interception as he was struggling in the first quarter. But then in the second quarter, with about 3.5 minutes left before halftime, Eli Manning found Victor Cruz for a 26-yard touchdown as the G-Men got on the scoreboard and led this game 7-0. And then, with about a minute left before halftime, Rashad Jennings scored on a 1-yard touchdown run as the G-Men now led 14-0 going into the halftime. And to open up the third quarter, the G-Men scored on a 39-yard field goal from Josh Brown as they had now scored 17 unanswered points and led 17-0. But then the Texans got on the scoreboard with about 6 minutes left in the third when Randy Bullock hit a 27-yard field goal to make it 17-3 as they were now down by 2 touchdowns. And then with about 2 minutes left in the third, Damaris Johnson made a big play, catching a 44-yard touchdown pass from Ryan Fitzpatrick to cut the lead to 7, as the Giants were up now 17-10 over the Texans. And then in the fourth, Josh Brown kicked a field goal to extend the Giants' lead to 10 points when he kicked it in from 29 yards out to make it 20-10. The Giants would then add more points with about 9.5 minutes left to play in this game as Eli Manning threw another touchdown, this time to Daniel Fells for 9 yards to make the score 27-10. Then, with about 5.5 minutes left, Brown did it again as he kicked yet another field goal, this one from 31 yards out to make it 30-10 as the G-Men extended their lead to 20 points. Ryan Fitzpatrick would end up scoring on a 1-yard touchdown run with about 2 minutes left in this game to make it 30-17 as they cut the lead to 13 points with only 2 minutes left, though. That wouldn't be enough as it was too little too late, and the Giants hold on to win this one by double digits as they upset the Texans in New York. As the Giants get their first win of the 2014 season, and they hand the Texans their first loss of this young season. And in this game, Eli Manning was 21 for 28 with 234 passing yards as well as 2 touchdowns. Ryan Fitzpatrick was 20 for 34 with 289 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. The leading rusher in this game was Rashad Jennings with 34 carries for 176 yards and a touchdown. The leading receiver was Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins had 6 receptions for 116 yards. Victor Cruz also had 5 receptions for 107 yards and a touchdown. There were some fumbles in this game as Fitzpatrick fumbled, but he was able to recover his own fumble. Joseph recovered a fumble that was lost. Brian Cushing was the game's leading tackler with 17 tackles. McClain had 11 to be the Giants' leading tackler. The Texans had 1 sack and the Giants had 2 sacks. The Giants' defense came up with 3 interceptions. The Giants win this game 30-17 as they win their first game of the year, as they improve their record to 1-2. And the Texans lose their first game of the year as they now fall to 2-1. So the final score 30-17. New York Giants over the Houston Texans.